separated your deep ball from everybody else?
My deep ball, it has a little secret sauce to it, man.
Never get too high, never get too low, but just keep moving.
The whole story is Carlos never beat me in any kind of sports in high school.
What is that like though? Like, tell people, like, for anybody that's watching this right now that's never done stand up, like, what are some of the things that I think when you get out there to a stage, is it better for a lit ass crowd, or is it better in a situation where you could kind of practice some of your craft?
Oh, I mean, you always want a hot crowd. You always want, especially if it's a comedy club where people paid to see you there. It's always fun. It's always good. In LA, there's no harm, no foul. If I'm looking to try something out for the first time, working some stuff out, then I maybe don't want to do it for the first time in front of a paying crowd of people that are there to see me. I'll be like the guest that drops in and does 15 minutes and maybe is working some shit out a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm allowed to curse. Sorry.
No, you're good.
But I don't know if it's like a YouTube thing. You never know. Sometimes they're like, great, now we're demonetized, whatever.
Just do it. Null it out. Null it out.
Null it out, baby. Yeah, man, it's always good to have a hot crowd. Like, just had my first club weekend back in Austin 2 weeks ago, and Texas is done giving a crap about the old pandemic. They're real done with it. So I was like, this is great. Feels like old times.
Nice. So you talked about your comedy career. You're doing stand-up and stuff like that. You went to Ohio University. What made you want to chase your dreams? Because Zim is always talking about chasing your dreams. You're obviously chasing your dreams. What made you get into comedy? And, how is it like living out your dreams now, currently?
It's because, coach didn't put me in at States. Otherwise, I'd be, tight end for the Jacksonville Jaguars right now. But instead, another path opened up for me. And I was like, I got to hit this hole and hit it hard. But in college, I went to OU, oh yeah, go Bobcats, Cardiac Cats, Maction. Not a sports school at all. But I don't know if y'all have ever been to Athens, Ohio. It's a great, very, very good time out in Athens. There's nothing to do but drink. No one is above the age of 23, and there's 2 cop cars for the whole town. So it's great. It's great.
Sweet.
There's just no cops at all.
That sounds like they're ready to pull me over to meet their quota and get some tickets ready or something though.
Oh, there's always some bullshit going on, but it's usually around Halloween drinks, in Athens. But
drinks,
exactly,
ladies, ticket money, citation money for the city.
I got nabbed underage, and I was 20 years old, and I was a junior and living off anyway. But I was in school, and I was doing stand-up stuff and improv and sketch, and kind of caught the bug, and I had a pretty good group of people there, and I got to kind of what you were saying, Zim, before. Like, I got to have a lot of at-bats. You know what I mean? I got in college. It was a great place to just like get up a bunch, cut your teeth, be on stage all the time, and then kind of caught the bug and was like, where do I want to move to if I was going to try to take a run at this? And I went initially, I was like, I want to do improv stuff for now. And so Chicago is the name of the game for improv.
Okay.
That's like Mecca for improv. So Second City, IO Theater. There's a bunch of big, bunch of big improv stuff going on there. And SNL always they come out and they fly out and they see people, improvisers and stuff. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'll move to Chicago. And it's like the big city version of Cincinnati. You know what I mean? Like, you move. I grew up in Cincinnati and was like, I always thought of it as the city, and then I went to Chicago, and I was like, "Oh, this is a city. This is a real city." I was like, "Not that Cincinnati's not a city, but it's like this is for real." But yeah, it was like I love it there because it's got that Midwest feel, and they love their sports. Like say what you will about Chicago sports and their crap, but they, it's so different living in Chicago versus LA. Like, LA, like I said, like the Dodgers won. I remember the Rams were in the Super Bowl when I first moved here. You would never know. You would never know that's because people don't care. There's other stuff going on. Whereas in the Midwest, it's all we got, baby, and we're bad at it. It's all there is to do.
In